Atlanta, you're listening to the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the #1 party show in the city.
I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got change to throw, I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show, so they know that I still got.
No,
What's up, everybody? We're back. It's myself, Abbie Knights. We're here with the crew, Jenny Ruby, DJ Rian, DJ Cadence. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Pew, 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 pew.
Nice. She gave you the sound effect before she did the sound effect. Nice. Nice. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm clearly a little bit delayed. What can you do? You know?
Hey.
So how's everybody's week? Everyone seems like y'all asleep or you awake? Like, what's happening?
I'm sleeping. So I literally just woke up.
I literally probably just finished DJing an hour ago. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Rhea, how was your weekend last weekend? We didn't get to have you with us. Can you fill us in? Like, what's up? What y'all do?
It was great. I missed you guys. We were celebrating my dad's birthday. He had an amazing birthday. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. And then my family, you know, parents are getting older now, so you never know. You gotta like be able to spend time with your family and stuff as much as you can, people. Cadence was right.
That's why I worked tech support for so long.
I'm on the Q91, baby. I'm on the Q91.
Yeah. Is there anything else I can do for you today, DJ Rhea?
You need an accent. You need an accent to do it.
Right.
All right. Well, I do thank you and appreciate you for calling in today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for choosing DJ Cadence.
It is not in America. That job is outsourced heavy.
Heavily outsourced, right? You need an accent, which I will spare you guys of my attempt of that today. So your dad had a great birthday?
Dad had a great birthday, family time, everything was awesome. So yeah.
We're glad to have you back.
Liberty game. I went to the Liberty game and I was actually looking for Rhea. And I was like,
literally, I was 2 rows behind you, Miss Courtside. I was literally, I was over on the side. Jenny, Jenny, I didn't even know they had a restaurant in the Barclays. Jenny went to like Carbone in the middle of the Barclays. Like,
I know. It was so good.
I know.
Yeah, it's like
so bougie. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't see you. I was courtside.
Wait, you were behind, you saw me?
No, I saw your story and I'm like, dude, I literally was 2 seats behind you to the left.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was.
You were at this side of the basket and I was at this side of the basket.
Oh my God. Okay.
We were in the same row and the same thing. I was just 2 up behind and the backside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah, that worked out nice, didn't it?
We showed up at like third quarter anyways. It was pouring rain. So yeah, that's probably why I missed you.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It was
I was inside.
Monsoon. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a crazy tropical storm happening in Miami right now. It's about to be, I've heard it's about to be one of the worst hurricane seasons ever. So you might want to keep your eye out on that.
Y'all see that they were talking about the polar shift, the North Pole is shifting right now, and that's why we're having a lot of this bad weather. Yeah, so if you look it up online, you'll see that they're saying that the magnetic north always shifts on the planet, but it's moved more in the last year than it's moved in a long time. So that's why we're seeing a lot of this bad weather and weird weather and stuff like that. So
okay, Cadence, weatherman.
I was about to say weatherman. See,
weatherman, tech man. Hey, that's what we do.
Does a little bit of everything.
I can show you. Show you what's going on. So.
Put the map on there where you can draw the little arrows. Jenny, what you got for us today for our morning fix?
Good morning, everyone. It is Jenny Ruby dropping gems for your morning fix. So we were talking about what we did this weekend, and everyone seems like they had a pretty chill weekend, and nothing crazy happened. No one had any new experiences, anything.
No, but I'm sure you're about to tell us that you had one.
No, I wish.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't wish, but I did not. But I kind of. No, you know what? I do wish I did. So I was reading I was reading an article the other day, and of course, it was talking about public sex. And it's interesting to hear like where people have sex publicly. So, have you guys ever had sex in public?
Of course.
You can just be.
Of course. I mean, like, I don't know if people are watching.
Yes. Okay, I'm taking Abbie's face right now as I plead the fifth. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do today. So today is also going to be interactive. Okay, so I'm gonna name the top 8 places that people have sex publicly, right? Okay. And then if you have had sex in any of these places, you're gonna put your one finger up. Okay, so the first one is.
Okay. Yeah. Start over.
I was like, how many thumbs do you have? I was like, Cadence,
I was confused
over there.
I know. I'm like, what's going on?
Confused.
Okay, so everybody, I'm going to name off the top 8 places that people like to have sex publicly, right? Okay, and as I go along, these people are going to raise their finger if they have participated in this act in public. So number 1, public park. Okay. Boom. Lift up a finger if you've done it. 2, car. Boom. 3, beach or ocean. 4, public bathroom. 5, movies. 6, school or library. 7, dressing room. And 8, swimming pool. Oh my God, look, who's the nastiest one over here? I say Rhea. It's Rhea, and then Cadence and I fall one finger shy.
I'm the goody two-shoes over here.
Oh, please. So the reason why people like having sex publicly is because of the risk of getting caught, excitement of doing something new and taboo, and the thrill of being watched. But you have to be careful because sex in public can lead to charges for public lewdness, indecent exposure, and disorderly conduct, which can be a misdemeanor crime in most states. So
yeah, we were pulled over by the police. I never tried that again.
See, there you go. You got caught. You can't get caught. If you want to do these things, you can't get caught. Rhea, you got 7 fingers up, 6 fingers up, right?
I got caught for 2. I've gotten caught by the police.
I think I had 8 fingers. If not, definitely 7.
Oh my God, I got caught too once, but they were like, "You good?"
Like, okay. Oh my God, it was the most awkward situation for me. Yeah, I was done after that. I'm like, nah, you know what? I can just wait to get to where I need to be.
So where was the craziest place? Was there anything on the list?
For that day, it was a park.
We're having flashbacks right now.
It was a park for me.
I'm sitting here thinking about the puss. Oh, never mind.
Mine was a freeway. So in traffic.
In traffic, wow.
In traffic, as you're moving.
Was the worst in traffic. That's a bad one because I was like, oh my God, people are watching me.
I was in traffic as the car was moving.
Wow. Wait. Okay. That sounds interesting. The car was moving. Were you sitting in the front of the car, Jenny? Or were you in the back seat?
Yeah, I was sitting on the driver's side.
I wasn't the driver. Oh, okay.
Jenny,
she might not have been driving, but she was riding something.
No way I would be able to straddle in the front seat during live traffic. So yeah, no.
I know I'm small. I'm little. I can fit in like random little places. You put me on the little cup or something, little cup holder.
I cannot.
Not a cup holder. Well, that's interesting because it sounds like maybe you might have come across this man that crashed into a FedEx truck while he was receiving fellatio.
Like, why are
you gotta be careful though. You gotta be careful though.
They tried to drag him out of the car with his pants off. Like, that is insane.
I just want to know if he finished or not. Seriously, like
the police didn't even touch him. They were like, "Bro, here." They just left him outside. He probably needed help. Did you see that car crash? He just laying there. They're like, "We ain't touching him."
That was the post that I seen that made me.
I would definitely make him handcuff himself. Like, here, put these on. I'm not about to. No.
I know, getting handcuffed with his erection.
Wow,
their BDSM vibes.
Well, it sounds like he might have taken a page out of your topic today because that's what a lot of people were wanting to know. Did he finish? And was it so good that he just couldn't stay focused on the road? Everybody listening out there, we'll go ahead and leave that up to you guys to determine. On the topic of relationships, Johnny Depp had a big old win in court this week. I don't know if anyone listened to the verdict, but the jurors did not find anything in Amber Heard's favor, not even one thing.
The bioptimized humans achieve ideal levels of aesthetics, performance, and health. It's a state of existence where all the body and brain's functions operate in perfect harmony. A symphony of the factors flowing in optimal quantities and qualities. We have world-class biologists to create the best in-class formulas. Our mission, end physical suffering by optimizing digestion, optimizing brains, and activating bioptimized health. We've been optimizing humans since 2004. Buy Optimizers. Use code Abbie10 for discount at checkout.
So they awarded him $15 million, and now her and her attorney are crying that she absolutely cannot pay this. She doesn't have the money for it. And she's talking about how she's devastated, how this is a major loss for women. Have you been keeping up with this? Because I'm sorry, I just cannot with her. The lies. How'd Candy say it? The lies, the lies, the lies. I mean, it just, I don't know. Looks like she's crazy.
Honestly, I've been watching the memes more than anything, which is kind of sad. But I don't really know. I just don't want to ever deflect from a woman if she's ever crying for help in any way, shape, or form.
But did you watch the trial though?
No, I didn't watch the trial. That's what I'm saying. So I watched the memes though were funny. I can say that. I like to find light in a lot of situations. So those were funny, but as far as like it entire, like in the whole, I'm not really sure where I stand.
Well, here's what I will tell you. Her pictures were photoshopped, the main ones that they were using to show facial bruising. Experts came in and pulled the data off the files and showed that she did, in fact, Photoshop it after she said on the stand that the pictures were not touched, but they were taken in like 6 different types of lighting. Yes.
What?
Also, the quote-unquote bruise kit, quote, I don't know, I said quote, bruise kit that she was using.
That she found in a laboratory?
Yeah, probably. What she was using to cover her bruises, what she took out in court and said, well, it wasn't this exact one, but one like this. Everybody went crazy on the internet because a lot of the makeup influencers started showing that with that kit, you can actually create a false bruise.
Oh, that's what she was doing.
So it was
I don't know.
It was one thing after another. Wow. She claimed that at one point he kicked her and scratched her, and she said that she had all these marks on her back. A few hours later, she went to some red carpet event with Johnny Depp. There's a ton of obviously photos of the front and the back of her. Not one single mark. There wasn't a single witness that saw him put hands on her. Obviously, he did admit that yes, he does party, yes, he has used drugs, and yes, he does drink. The highlight moment for me though was the attorney asking if he had a mega pint of wine, and trying to watch Johnny Depp keep his composure was hilarious. But there's a lot of evidence. This girl took a whole number 2 on his bed and tried to blame it on their little tiny dogs.
Then, with all of these, I didn't, like I said, I wasn't following the trial, but I also don't want a woman who's gonna, lie on somebody either, and
she's disturbed.
What's crazy to me is that
disturbed
for women that actually deal with assault, domestic abuse, and all of that, she's really tarnishing them being able to have a voice because there's so many of these false allegations coming forward and people being falsely prosecuted that now when people do actually need the system to work in their favor, it's super broken. So
she makes it bad for people like me because I naturally believe women when they say things like that. Woman comes out and she goes out in public and she says, this is what happened to me. I'm going to believe her before I believe the man normally. And it's like for her to do that, it messes up everybody's perception. Now everybody's gonna be like, oh, is this an Amber? You know what I mean? Is this, we got the same thing going on here? That's a bad situation. So shame on her. I can't believe that. So she really put some bruises on there
Well, she claims that the kit was to cover the bruises, but a bunch of makeup influencers, you can look it up online, used the same exact kit and actually created bruises with the kit. So it's really insane how all that went down. I watched hours and hours of that trial, and my mind was just completely blown at what was being said and what was happening in court. Like, you really couldn't help but laugh. Maybe next week I'll play a clip of this hotel worker that testified about the findings, and then somebody else, they were saying, well, did you see, Johnny Depp's, private parts? And the guy was like, well, I think I'd remember if I saw Johnny Depp's. So it was crazy, man. I've never seen anything like it. And there are videos that show that it looks like she's actually taking a bump of cocaine while she's on the stand. She also posed for pictures while on the stand, and she was drinking alcohol. So how does
that happen?
Wow.
Well, if you watch the footage, they actually sent a bailiff back to retrieve a bottle that she threw away. But there's other footage that shows that she had 2 different bottles. And when one of the bailiffs was walking closer to her, she started becoming really fidgety and hid the bottle in her pocket. So it's crazy. Listen, Amber Heard, girl, I know you said that Johnny Depp left you, but you got to move on, man. You're doing too much. Yeah, for real. Speaking of breakups, Rhea, I just need to know if you got some tea on this, because I was devastated when I saw this.
Uh-oh.
How?
Yes, Michael, come back to me, baby.
They look like siblings to me.
Michael, we can be together.
I was so sad. I thought they were going to get married. I thought this was going to be a lasting relationship for him.
So that's true?
Apparently it is, Rhea. You know Michael.
Man.
I know I haven't, girl, I don't even know what has been going on. I've missed out on so much stuff. I was even asking somebody about something the other day, and I was like, there's no way I missed that. Like, I would have known that.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. No, but it's great news for me. We should call him right now. See if he's available.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. I hear he's a total sweetheart.
Nah, I love him. Like, Michael, he's the best. Like, he is literally the best. And then when he got the Black Panther, honestly, that changed his whole swag, y'all. Like, because, like, if you know Michael, he's mad, funny, chill, like.
He's a super nerd, too, isn't he?
A little square, yeah. He's a little square. And then he got this role, and he became swaggied out. It was crazy. Like, his walk, everything. I was like, okay, who's this?
And you, hey, talking about, hey, boo, hey. Hey.
But ladies, he's available now.
I love it. Well,
I wonder why though. What happened? She's like the future of the women. So what was it?
The future of the women. Okay, first of all, here's what I will say.
Not the future like as in time frame. I'm talking about future like
as in
artist.
Right, because I'm like rapper. I will not take anything from her. She's stunning. I mean, she's an absolute 10. I'm not into women, but if I was, I feel like I'd be going after her too. But she's been with everybody. The son, the dad, Future, the friend, the other friend. I mean, it's kind of like she goes from one to the other. I bet you it's not going to take too long before she jumps on somebody else. It's like, damn.
But they're all into her too. So that's the thing.
But if you were a dude, wouldn't you be into her? Jenny, would you be into her if you were dating her?
I am into her now as a woman. So
okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't
have to turn into a man to know that. If I was a man, it would probably be amplified for sure. I'd probably fall in line.
Right. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It's crazy. I guess we'll see what happens in the next couple of months and see if they get back together or if she moves on with somebody else. Also, while we're still kind of on the topic of court situations, Young Thug was denied bond. If any of you did any of you get a chance to listen to the bond hearing that they had?
I did not.
So Kevin Liles did testify. He was a character witness on his behalf. And this man, shout out to him, the level of loyalty, respect that he has for him, how he came through. He put everything on the line to try to secure that bond for him, including his business, his home, and any personal assets that he may have. And the judge did clarify, you do realize that if he were to be a runner, you would lose everything. And he said, I understand. And he still said that he would 100% fully commit any assets that he has. So it's hard to tell. I've never met Young Thug myself. I hear a lot of mixed reviews. I hear that he's been, the point man to a lot of this, but then a lot of people say that he's such an incredible person and he does so much good for the community. And so I was wondering, do you guys have any thoughts on this?
It's sad. It's really sad. Me, I'm so twisted in the middle of it because normally, like I said, when you see RICO cases, they got strong cases. These usually aren't something where they turn around and it's like, oh, we're just throwing something and we hope it sticks. Like normally they got a lot of information on you. But as an artist, like I said, he's a great artist. He's one of my favorite new generation artists. And I hate to see him going through it. I hate to see Thug going through it. They said they got people people that are actually in YSL are actually talking to prosecutors now. So, it's not looking very, very good for him. But I think everybody should get a bond. I mean, that's crazy to think because, like, was it Fujiano or Pooh Shiesty? One of them just got their conviction from I'm sorry. Rollo, 4 years. He been in prison for 4 years waiting to find out if he's going to be guilty or not. 4 years. Like Thug could be sitting in jail for a minute before he goes to court.
Well, his court date, his first official trial date is in January of 2023. So what they were trying to do is at least allow him to be in his home since he hasn't been found guilty, because technically in this country, you are innocent until proven guilty. However, the judge did feel like he was a threat to society and also a major flight risk. So I don't know though. It's hard to tell. I know they're using his lyrics as part of the whole threat to society.
That's pretty ridiculous. That's that's an attack on hip hop right there.
And that's what Kevin Liles was saying. If you're not gonna subject country lyrics and any other music genre to a lot of these court proceedings, why is it being applied to hip hop culture? Everybody knows like a majority of hip hop songs, that's what they're talking about. But he did, Young Thug was willing to surrender his passport. And I don't know if it was like his license or his phone, but he was really trying to cooperate and find a way to get home. Unfortunately, it didn't play out in his favor. In other news, LeBron James, Cadence, this one is for you.
He
is officially the first active player to be declared a billionaire by Forbes. Big shout out to LeBron James. That's major.
His cousin, you look like you got some of the family.
I know, for real.
Side by side,
billionaire LeBron.
I love LeBron. Shout out to LeBron being the first billionaire, still playing. Billionaire getting that money, that guap, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him.
I will say of a lot of players out there, I feel like LeBron really deserved that. He seems so humble, so dedicated to the game, but more so than that, obviously we all love him for, his game skills and what he's done over the years in his career, but what he's given back to the community, building a school. He donates millions of dollars that people don't hear about. I was really happy to see that headline. Shout out to LeBron James. And
he better than Kobe.
Shut your mouth, Cadence.
Don't even play yourself.
I just had to say it. I know she was gonna like that part right there. So,
well, I mean, according to statistics, I mean, he's been breaking a ton of records, but. Hey, I'm still Team Kobe all the way. I'm just happy that LeBron is with the purple and gold because I feel like that's the right place for him. I need the Lakers to go ahead and sign his son because we don't need to be losing him over there either. Especially with, the bond that him and Kobe had. So, like I said.
Bryce looks like he's going to be the one actually that's going to be the one that's really good. Bryce is doing really good. Yeah. And he's always been kind of an awkward looking kid, you know what I mean? Not in a bad way, you know what I mean? But as far as the way, like it took him a while to grow into his body.
All teens. That adolescent stage is always a little... a little awkward.
We've all been through it. Everybody's been through it. We've all had that awkward stage. Them pictures
Not
you
me.
be hiding
I'm
it.
just playing.
Girl. I know if I go to your house right now, I know you got some pictures that you will take off your wall before I walked in there. You got to.
She thought about it. Yeah.
Not that crazy. No, nothing that crazy.
The pictures I have are in photo albums put away because I don't want people to see them.
Okay, let me just tell you, I thought I was so fly when I was like, in 7th grade, 6th grade, all that. So just saying.
I feel like you were a little feisty kid. I don't know if I would have wanted to be your parent. You seem like you would have been a lot.
I wore heels to my first day of middle school. Let me just say that much.
Wow. Okay.
I wore a little heel. I was like, I'm wearing heels today. And I was like, okay, girl. I did.
You do. I could see that. I can see that. Let's talk about this. Mariah Carey's been making a lot of headlines recently. She is being sued.
Oh, Lord. This person needs to sit down.
What are your thoughts on this?
This
has been around for so long.
What is she being sued for?
All I Want for Christmas.
All I Want for Christmas. 30 years later. 20, 30 years later, right?
Why? Whose song was it? I thought she made it up.
Well, here's the thing. That's where there's been kind of like a lot of speculation about what's going on with this, because it was supposed to be an original song. However, according to the lawsuit, this guy Andy Stone says he co-wrote and recorded a song called All I Want for Christmas Is You back in 1989. And Andy also states that his song got extensive airplay and appeared on the Billboard charts during the 1993 Christmas season. And Mariah Carey's hit was released in 1994. However, apparently, Andy Stone claims that Mariah and her camp never sought or obtained permission to use that song title, and he's seeking at least $20 million in damages. Why now? If this was your song and this was a legit claim, I mean, we all hear this song all Christmas season long, every single year.
Right. And what damages happen? If anything, it's putting you up right now, because now people are like, let me hear this song.
Yeah, I was about to say, he probably made money off of that in himself, just putting that a headline out. You know what I mean? Right. Now people are going to try and go find his song. But man, get out of here.
Right, you type it in.
You waited 30 years to do that?
Exactly. You type it in, you find his song, people accidentally click it. You know how many times that may have happened?
So and it don't even sound, I bet the song don't even sound nothing like All I Want. Like all he's saying is that the title is the same, correct? That's the reason why he thinks that he should sue. Man, get out of here, man. That's crazy.
Look, 'tis the season to be trying to get that change.
Wait, this is random. I was in my Uber yesterday, or not yesterday, the other day, and the Uber driver was playing Christmas music. It was so weird. It was weird. It's so weird.
Did you tell him that it's the summer? Not the.
Nah, I just put my AirPods on. It wasn't loud. It was pretty low, but I'm like, yo, he's playing Christmas music.
Maybe it makes him happy or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why I was like, as long as he's not gonna like detour off the road and take me in a forest or park or anything, I'm good.
Man, for real, that would scare me.
Right, I'd be like, hold on, wait a minute. Bouncing back to basketball and sports real quick. Big shout out to the Boston Celtics. Also, I'm
with the Warriors, but he's handsome.
I need one of y'all to help me out, okay? Because I do not know how to pronounce his nime. What's the correct pronunciation? Because I will just
pull it back up.
Here we go.
Is it Ime
Udoka?
Ime Udoka. Yeah, Ime Udoka.
Yeah, he's real sexy. First season in, making it to the finals.
He's over Nia Long
as a head coach. Him and Nia Long have been together for how long now? They've been together for a while. I know the internet's been going crazy trying to find his social media, and he don't have one. So,
good for her.
Good for her.
Good for her. Also, Lake Lanier. People, please.
Lord.
The stories are real. A 20-year-old man drowned the afternoon last Sunday at Margaritaville. I don't know how many more people need to see these headlines, and I don't know why they keep trying to push their luck like, ooh, let me go there and see what it's about. Like, no.
I went to Lake Lanier. I didn't know anything about it, but when I went and I posted, you know how many DMs and calls I got? They're like, be careful, be safe. I'm like, what is going on?
Why? What happens out there?
It's on top of a cemetery, and apparently,
like there's a lot of like history behind the lake.
Nah, there's no way.
It's super haunted.
There's bodies in there. That the bodies are probably pulling the people down. Oh hell!
It just has a lot of negative history. And they say that it's the spirits like pulling you down and things like that. But I'm like, I believe it.
I believe it.
I do honestly. I do too.
I do not play with that.
But I stayed on the boat. I did stay on the boat.
Okay.
I didn't get off. I didn't touch water. If water got on me, it's because it splashed on me from like, I don't know, whatever. But I did not. I did not get off the boat. So and I had a great time. But do not get off the boat and do not touch that water. I feel like that water is like a taste of like. Dun, dun, dun.
No,
I can't do it.
Bodies are feeding off the souls.
It's like an hour, 2 hours away from Atlanta.
Yeah. I don't know. Real quick, speaking of deaths, the Tulsa shooting that took place, apparently they have not released the name of the shooter, but he was a patient being treated by Dr. Preston J. Phillips. And he went in.
They have not released the name. Why is that?
I have no idea, but apparently he went in trying to get revenge on his doctor, and he killed 4 people in that practice. I don't even know what to say about this whole gun control thing. I think it's really out of control. A couple more things also. Mona Lisa got a whole cake thrown at her by a man in a wig. I have so many questions. And
it was to talk about climate change. She was bringing awareness to climate change.
Wow.
But I think someone should recreate that Mona Lisa with the cake on it. I think that would sell well as an art piece.
It will.
Just saying.
I'm going to make an NFT.
There you go.
There
Just
you go.
make sure that you have the cake splattering onto the image of her in the NFT. Also, apparently, according to the FDA, they're investigating a hepatitis A outbreak possibly linked to organic strawberries. So at the rate things are going, we can't go out in public, can't go to church, can't go grocery shopping, can't take your kids to school, and now you can't eat strawberries. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of like over it at this point. Sis, what you got for us today? Since you keeping it real all the time.
Well, since we're talking about crazy things, keeping it real. Okay, how far do you think people go? If you guys have not heard, the woman that decided to throw her boyfriend's mother's ashes into a lake because she was upset that he cheated. So would you go to those lengths, people? Let's hear it. Would you go to these lengths if someone cheated?
How did I feel about the mother? I'm joking.
Wow.
But no.
Wow.
I'm joking, kind of. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Wow.
Oh my God.
That one left real quick.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know, I would think about it depending how I felt about her. You know, there's a lot of crazy things that may happen in my mind that I don't actually, do. But if I probably would think about it, like just hit him where it hurts. But that's what she was trying to do. But I wouldn't actually do it. That's just evil at that point. Evil. That is the devil
evil
right there. Yeah.
I'd be like, where my fabric softener? Give me all my detergent. I paid for this detergent. About to be
But see
washing
that
all
with
the
women,
clothes in here with my stuff. Like that's that's the type of stuff.
women, we tend to. I'm not gonna say everybody, but we know where to hit them where it hurts. If we decide to go there, that's the thing.
Okay, yeah, but that's a little too much,
loved
though.
his mama,
I'm sorry.
and she was like,
I know that's crazy. That's
Throwing
crazy.
the ash. That's crazy and disrespectful all at the same time.
Exactly.
His mama's gonna come back and look for her.
Don't be giving your feelings and stuff to these girls because they chalk it up in the back of their head, and then when you break up, they know where they hit him. Oh, he care about his mama. I'm gonna dump his ashes over the middle of the Lanier Bridge. Like, man, what are they doing out here?
Yo, I know.
What are they feeding some of these
What
women?
are you doing?
Strawberries.
Strawberries with hepatitis.
Would you choose loyalty or respect? Go. Which one? Loyalty or respect?
Respect.
Why?
Respect.
Because I feel like if you respect me, then you will be loyal.
Facts.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
I
So-
second that.
Go, Jenny. Go, Jenny. Go, Jenny. Go, Jenny.
That was a good one. That was kind of shy. I don't know. Maybe she was hanging out with Amber Heard when she was coming up. Cadence, I got one for you today.
What you got?
What was your favorite childhood television show to watch for our question of the day? Since you're always clowning me because you say that they're the impossible questions that nobody can answer. I know I used to be all about like all the Nickelodeon stuff. I used to
This
watch
is the trick question, by
Hey
the way.
Arnold, Keenan and Kel. Hey.
I was big on cartoons too. I would say any of my favorite cartoons from back then. I used to like Rescue Rangers. That was one of my favorite shows back in the day. All the stuff, Looney Tunes, of course. When I was really, really young,
I love Looney Tunes
my
too.
dad used to have me watch all that stuff. So I don't know, just a lot of cartoons. Really, if I think of memories from back in the day, watching TV and stuff.
Pepe Le Pew was obsessed, and Johnny Bravo was a weirdo.
He could not survive these days. Pepe Le Pew couldn't survive.
Not in this climate. Ooh, he would have been sued, super sued.
Bugs Bunny would have been in trouble back in the day. They would have censored Bugs Bunny left and
Oh,
right.
the Looney Tunes
all the cross-dressing he did. Oh yeah, all the Looney Tunes stuff would be gone. You wouldn't have any of that stuff.
Kids watch this?
Yeah.
What about you guys? What was your favorite shows?
Oh my God. I remember I was so a TGIF girl. I remember the Full House, the Step by Step,
I watched that too.
Family Matters.
That too.
All of those schools.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that was my stuff too.
Yeah.
Jenny, you didn't watch anything?
I loved cooking shows. Don't mind me.
You were watching cooking shows
now.
Yeah, my grandma. I swear that used to be my favorite thing to watch was cooking shows with my grandma.
You were the oldest kid ever. You was wearing heels
I
and watching
loved
cooking
it.
shows.
But you know what? When I was young, I loved when I was 3, I loved coffee and pistachio ice cream. I didn't what? I love 3, 4, 5. Those were my favorite ice creams. I didn't like vanilla and chocolate. I still don't. I'll eat it, but it's mad plain.
When I was 3 years old, there was no option. You got the big old bucket of ice cream, and it had the chocolate and the vanilla and the strawberry, and you ate what you liked at the beginning, and then you were forced to eat I hated the strawberry. I was never a fan of strawberry, so I used to eat the chocolate, and then my dad was like, "You gonna eat the rest of that damn bowl? You ain't about to sit there and leave all that ice cream." So now I got to sit here and go through the rest of this ice cream. So you had actually put. Oh man, you got.
I loved cooking shows. That was my thing. It still is actually, but I loved all of that.
I wish I could say I was surprised, Jenny, but I'm really not. Okay, so our last question of the day before we go into break is it weird for a woman to propose to a man?
I don't know if the word is weird, but it's definitely not.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not either. It's definitely not traditional, and I would not go that route. No. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say.
Like I'm trapping a man.
As a man, I think it's probably too much as a man. But
as a woman, I feel the same way.
Okay. So can we just agree? We can all say that it's not supposed to be that way. We all concur. Okay.
Yeah.
Just with our lifestyles and the way we would like things to be ran, that is a no-go for the talk scam all around.
It's a no for us, dog.
Yeah. No.
Nah. That's not good. Cool.
Oh, wow. Anybody out there, if you have had a crazy proposal, please hit us up. We want to hear from you. You can hit us up on Instagram at Talks Radio, TAKS Radio. And also make sure you listen to our show on demand on iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And you can also check out our live stream videos on YouTube, youtube.com/Abbie Knights. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. So make sure you don't go anywhere. You're listening to The Abbie Knights Show.
Wake your ass up. It's time for the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the best show in the city.